If you ever played any of the iToy games on the PS2, then this new game probably looks pretty familiar. Start the Party plays in much the same way that those games did, except that whereas you used to play with just your hands, now you need to be holding a PlayStation Move controller. As you've probably already figured out, you can see yourself on screen at all times while playing, and what's great is that the motion controller appears to become a different item for each minigame. Right now it's a pizza, for example, but it won't stay that way for long. There aren't many different minigames in Start the Party, but they're fun, and at least varied enough that you rarely feel like you're doing the same thing twice. One moment you might be using a harpoon to spear fish, the next you're using a fan to guide falling chicks safely into nests on either side of the screen. There are brief tutorials available for all of the minigames, but most of them are so intuitive that you won't need them, even if you're with friends who have never played games before. What you're seeing here is the single-player survival mode, which is kinda fun, but Start the Party is definitely a game best enjoyed in multiplayer. Up to 4 of you share the same motion controller and can choose to play 5, 8 or 10 competitive rounds. Then, before the action starts, each of you takes a photo of yourself and records your name so that they can be used to let you know when it's your turn. This is a nice touch that the game has some fun with occasionally, either by letting players doodle on each other's photos or record new names for each other between rounds. Start the Party also changes up the scoring system between rounds from time to time. So while most minigames simply award 5 points to the winner and then fewer to everyone else, occasionally you get teamed up with another player, or find yourself in a winner-takes-all scenario. Furthermore, in designated robber rounds, you have an opportunity to steal points from other players, which is just one way that Start the Party ensures everyone has at least some chance of winning going into the final round. Other than choosing how many rounds you want to play and how many of you are playing on which difficulty levels, the only other option in multiplayer is to either have your minigames selected randomly or to choose them yourself from a list of just 9. Start the Party is fun while it lasts, but regardless of who you're playing with, you're unlikely to make it through more than 1 or 2 games before you decide it's time to do something else. With its colourful presentation, instantly accessible minigames, and responsive controls, Start the Party really doesn't do much wrong. The problem is just that it doesn't do enough. If you're looking for a game to entertain the family with for an hour on a holiday, Start the Party fits the bill. But if you're looking for something to play more than a handful of times a year and which is fun to play on your own as well as with friends, you might want to party elsewhere.